sugar daddy. Pulled up on me in a big Benz, told me to drive.
Hey Dimes, welcome to my channel and welcome to an episode of Wine and Dime. So this is something I just came up with today, like an hour ago. But I'm gonna have special guests, maybe, I don't know, because I'm trying not to drink so much. Maybe once a month, maybe. I don't know, but today we have Megan. You already know who that is. I'll put her channel link down below.
The best friend.
She needs to learn how to promote herself because you didn't even post your video on Snapchat or nothing. Like, you could have had over 100 views by now and you just haven't posted on Snapchat. But yeah, so today we're drinking this wine called by Carlo Rosie. I don't know. It's a Moscato Sangria. It's in a big jug. They got it at Walmart. So
I got Specs.
Specs and Walmart. Maybe anywhere you can find wine. So this is what we have. We're gonna toast. Okay, what are we gonna talk about today? I don't. Drake always has to make it known that he's present. So comment hello Drake because he's doing the most. We both are 21, so this is completely legal. If you're under 21, you shouldn't be drinking
At all.
Okay, let's get into it. It's really good. It's 6.5% alcohol, so very light. I'm trying to think of a topic. We're just gonna just dive in and talk. Sometimes me and Megan can get very personal, so we don't want to get too personal. But let's just get into the video.
Side note, if you hear crying in the background, my dogs are put up because they're very big and Drake is kind of small.
And Drake is being scary.
He's being kind of scary, so...
Well, he doesn't like people smelling his butt, okay?
That's how dogs say hello.
He don't like saying hello.
Well, they're not being abused. They're just in the back being babies. Moving on.
I know you're saying, okay, they shouldn't be locked up at their own house. I totally agree, but Megan disagrees. She thinks they need to be put up.
Well, because if you're a guest, do you put your, would you put your dogs up?
No.
Because Drake is small, and if he was being annoying, I'm sure you'd put him up in a room. Yes, you would.
Well, when I do nails, I'm like, are you scared of dogs? Most of the time they say no. If they say yes, I can put them.
My dogs are different though. Drake just sits in one little spot. My dogs are...
Drake sits in one little spot?
He don't do much. He chilling.
He acting good today.
Well, my dogs are
because he's a guest.
big,
being a good guest.
And they don't mind bumping into you, jumping on you if you give them a little attention. So, we just keep them out the way.
Okay, so I feel like we should talk about something. I don't know. Let me know if you think we should talk about this. The hoe phase.
We should most definitely talk about the hoe phase. It is a real thing.
Is it?
It is personal experience, it is a very real thing. And when we say hoe phase, it does not mean go out, sleep with a bunch of guys and literally do that. Hoe phase is literally you know what, I have the right to explore emotionally, sexually, spiritually with whoever I please. Because
even if it's just dating,
yeah, going out, getting drinks and not talking to them anymore. You have the right to do that, because how are you gonna know if the person that you were with or whoever you plan to be with is going to be compatible if they have nothing to be compared to?
I know you're probably thinking it's very rude for me to be on my phone, usually I don't, but give me just a little bit of time, okay?
I already know who it is.
It's kind of important. But anyway, I feel like it's a certain age that you have your hoe phase. At a certain age, your hoe phase needs to be done with. By the age of 30, you should no longer be going through the hoe phase. Maybe even 28.
Yeah.
I feel like college is a good time to go through your hoe phase. Not your freshman year.
I was about to say, I digress.
Not your freshman year, like sophomore, junior, senior year. Maybe even junior, senior, not really.
Yeah, my hoe phase is my senior year. I'm literally in it right now. I was in a relationship.
And again, she explained what it was. It's dating.
Yeah.
Just getting to know new people, getting to know yourself.
All that.
Not being committed.
All that.
Basically.
People don't take commitment seriously. Some people.
I am out of my hoe phase for good. I didn't like it. Some people have different experiences with it. Me personally,
Diamond's hoe phase was stressful, even for me. I couldn't keep up. I was like, okay, do you like him? Do you not like him? We hate him. We hate him today. We don't talk to that person anymore. And, she just backtracked. And at least every week it was, I'm done talking to this person. I'm never talking to him again. Diamond, what are you doing? Oh, man. friend's house? Okay.
Yeah. Everyone had their own name. One person had the name Friend. She didn't even know his name. Like, his name was just Friend.
I still don't remember what his real name was. So.
And then we had another guy, and he was. I even had a young person in my whole phase, and I hated dating younger guys. And
I met him when he was just in the friend phase, though.
And he was a good friend.
Yeah, it shouldn't have gone further than that.
Yeah, but now we can't be friends at all.
And see, now that I'm like in the middle of mine isn't so much like it's excitement to me, because the people that I deal with are on a different level than most. So it's like, ooh, like, what are we doing today? Like, what are we talking about? Where do you want to go? Where do you want me to come? But like, it's still like a very, I don't want to say innocent, because that's not the right word to use. But it's not just
pure.
Pure. It's not over the top. Like, I'm not sleeping with every guy that I come in contact with. Still talk to my ex. But, you know, we're leaving him in the past because we're in a phase. Do you hear that?
It's okay. They completely understand.
But it's hard to go through this phase, though, because I've caught myself like 2 or 3 times getting emotional alone. Yes.
I was just going to say that.
Yes, like, it's just like, wow, like, am I not good enough? Or why did you do that? Did I deserve what you did to me? Or this is what I said this like 30 minutes ago. I was on the phone with my friend. I was like, before I came into this phase, I was so ready to settle down, have kids, like build a house with my significant other.
I remember our freshman year, we literally had this conversation.
Yes, and get married. And now after he did what he did, like, I'm literally thinking like, what if I never find love again? Like, I don't ever fall in love? What if no one loves me? What if I don't have kids? Like, it's a confusing state. It's a confusing place to be in, and I don't like it.
And at a point in time in that phase, you're gonna come to this thing where you're like, I don't even want to have kids. I don't want to have family. I just want to do me. Like, for the rest of my life, I just want to be by myself
with my dogs.
And you don't want to get emotionally attached, but it's kind of tough because you get to know these people. You start spending time with these people. Whether it's 1, 2, 3, however many guys, you're still like getting to know more than one person. And usually me, I like to just stick one person, because once I get to one person, I get attached to one person. But you try not to get that way because you're in a phase. You're in a whole phase. You don't want to get attached. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
And it's hard to work on you when you're working on building with somebody. Like, the whole phase is for you. It's really all about you, building you, get to know you, know what you like, know what you don't like. Even get flued out. I didn't get flued out during my whole phase. But if you can, I would totally recommend it. But I kind of failed at my whole phase. I was messing with broke people in my whole phase. Not broke, but like selfish, playing games.
Meanwhile, my whole phase is the complete opposite.
Some people have successful whole phases. I didn't. Like, I just feel like you need to be careful during the whole phase. Don't have sex with everybody that you're coming in contact with. If you do, yeah, use condoms. Like, the whole phase is dangerous.
A lot can
emotionally,
happen.
Mentally, physically, health-wise, it's dangerous. You need to be careful during the whole phase. And I can also say, during the whole phase, you will drink a lot. Like, you will probably think you're alcoholic.
That's my lifestyle anyway, so.
You're gonna drink a lot during the whole phase.
And don't let anybody like if you're talking to your friends about your quote-unquote whole phase, if they start like, ew, like
judging.
If they start judging, they're not your friend. Because when Diamond told me about her whole phase, my first instinct was never like, that's what you're doing? Like, that's disgusting. Like, why would you do that? It was more like, girl, like, are you sure you want to do that with him? Or why don't we just go to the bar and find another guy to talk to? Like, it was never judgmental, because like, as a girl, you should personally understand, especially if you've been in a bad relationship. So like, if your friend is going through a whole phase, don't try to like discredit the person that she is, or judge her, or belittle what she does, how she does it, how she's acting, because honestly, you're probably doing the same thing. It's just more low-key, and she's expressing
and it's just a phase. Usually it happens after a bad relationship.
Yep.
Like, you don't just come out of high school and like, oh, I'm finna go through a whole phase. No, you have to be in a relationship, and then you're like, you know, I put so much of my energy into this person. I lost myself during this stage of my life, and now I'm trying to find myself again and break a couple hearts on why I'm doing it. Because that's what it is.
Basically, mine came after 2 failed relationships. Like, I literally had one, And he was like my everything. Cool, whatever, I let it go. I had another, and I swear he was my everything. I was like, you know what? It's like, I'm sick of this because both of y'all are ruining my life and I'm doing nothing but being good to y'all and I don't want to be a part of this mess anymore. So I'm just gonna go live my life. And you know what? I've been having a really good time living my life. Like, I've taken trips. I've spoken to people that people beg for autographs. Like, you know, like, it's like people are on my phone begging to see me or just take me out, and it feels good because it's like, you know what? Like, you just want, like, you want to do everything you can to get my attention and keep it. And it's like, you know what? I don't want to give you all of my attention. So I might text you back today. I might text you back next week. It's your choice whether you want to keep talking to me or not.
Yeah.
Like, don't just go in a whole phase and be like, oh, I'm going to be committed to you, but I also want to talk to other people. That's not how the whole phase works. There's no such thing as commitment in the whole phase.
And you don't tell them you're talking to other people. You act like you're the only one. Basically, this is like being a nigga phase.
Being a whole guy. Guys do it all the time. Willingly, in the open. Willingly in the open. And you're allowed to do it too. Just as a female, you kind of have to be more cautious because there's pregnancy, there's STDs, there's heartbreak, females are naturally more emotional than men. When men say it, I'm like, like, relax.
Men think with their heads.
Both of them. We think. And
like, I had this one friend and he was telling me, like, you know, I had him on my channel before, but it doesn't matter who he is because I'm not his friend anymore. So he was saying, like, you know, for example, if a girl cheats on a guy, the guy's gonna be like, you know, he's gonna be in his head like, you know what, she wrong, I'm done. But a girl with her heart, she's like, yeah, he's wrong, but I love him, I'm gonna give him another chance. That's why guys don't play that. Like, if you cheat, that's it. Or if you cheat, yeah, we gonna be back together, but I'm gonna be doing me and you just gonna be there because you should never cheated on me. But a girl, you know, they like, oh, he didn't mean it. And
once you get fed up as a female, you get fed up, point blank. Because that whole situation,
but it takes you to get fed up. Guys is just like, one time it's like,
but a girl will leave you mentally first. And like, whenever you get to that point, because baby, I just got to that point, and literally, like, everything that they've ever done, even if they were the best person to you and they cheated and made that mistake one time, and it's like, oh, you know, is this person a mistake or did he make a mistake? No, forget that. They're both mistakes because now everything he's done before that does not matter. So when you're done emotionally and mentally, it's just gonna, like, you're gonna feel so free and let go, and you're gonna start exploring more in the world. Like, when I broke up with my last boyfriend, like, I don't think I've ever traveled this much. I mean, I haven't traveled much compared to most people, but like, as soon as I broke up with him, like, I started having so much fun in life. And I was like, where was all this while I was in a relationship? People will hold you back. Just know that. They will hold you back.
And I said that in my other video. You gotta let go of people. Talk to people, and people, like I said, and I specifically said, people are holding you back. You need to let go. Like, everybody's not meant to come with you in the next stage of your life. Like, no. And that's another thing the whole phase is about. It's not just about, oh, like, dating and all this. It's also about letting go of people. Like, in Texas, they're like, oh, you being a hoe. You don't have to literally be being a hoe, but you could be like a hoe person, you know? So it's like, oh, I'm gonna be a hoe. Like, I'm being a hoe now. Like, we not cool no more. I don't want to be your friend no more. I don't mess with you no more. You could just be being called out, but it's whatever. Like, you could cut off who you want to cut off. Be selfish. That's basically what it's all about.
Do you? Because don't nobody live your life. Nobody feels your feelings. Nobody has ever been through what you've been through, whether it's similar or not. It wasn't the same. So be selfish. Do what makes you happy when it makes you happy. And when people start to crawl back in your life again, as they always do, you need to learn that you're strong enough to not stoop back to that level. Like, you're on your hands and knees right now, and I'm standing on both of my feet fully firm. Like, I'm not about to drop back to that level to be with you. So with that being said, know who's toxic, know who's manipulating you, know who wants you and who just needs you. It's the difference between a want and a need.
Yeah.
I could want somebody all day and lust over you all day, but baby, I don't need you to survive. You need water, you need air, and you need food. So that's all you need. So anybody could go at this point.
Yeah. And manipulation is a big thing. I try not to let myself be easily manipulated, but it tends to happen a lot because I'm such a caring and nice person. Like, a lot of guys always say, oh, like, you remind me of my mom. not in a way. In a way, before it was like I was basically in my last relationship, I was basically his mom, basically. But it's like a lot of guys, their moms. Well, I don't know about other races. It's not even about race, but you know, a lot of black moms are very, you know, caring and like they treat everyone like their kids basically when they come over their house. I can't speak for other races because I'm black and I only date black guys.
I'm Mexican and my mom does the same thing.
Okay, so maybe it's just a black and Mexican thing. I don't know about white people because we're not white. We don't. I never dated a white guy. But yeah, so it's like you're like my mom. You're so nice. You're so caring, and it just like I tend to keep that even when we're done with each other. When I'm not when I'm done. Because when I'm done, I'm done. Like you could die tomorrow. I'm not going to your funeral. I'm not sending my condolences. Like you're dead to me already. Like literally. But if you're not completely dead to me, and you're like, oh, like. I need to go to the hospital. I'm taking you to the hospital. Like, I'm going out of my way to do something for you because you need me. But like Megan said, like, it's not always a good thing to be needed, though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be needed by somebody I don't want.
Yeah.
So, that's manipulating me. You're like, I'm so sick. Like, oh my, like one person literally answered me talking about, I'm so sick.
Go.
And then after, he starts talking about how I've never did anything for him. That was the last straw for me because you're not ever going to throw stuff, because I don't like people throw stuff in my face. You're never going to throw things in my face and talk about what I didn't do for you when you never did anything for me. And I'm not talking about buying me things, but when have you ever been there for me emotionally? When have you ever been there when I was sick?
I just had deja vu.
Like, never.
Wow. I literally, Friday night, got a text from my last ex. And I had broke up with him. I blocked him on everything, cut him off. It was, I'm done. Like, we had a long, hard path. I did everything I could, but it was time to go. I asked him, I was like, can you think of the last time that you've asked me if I was okay? Can you think of every morning before he goes to practice, are you good? How are you feeling? How is this? How is that? Do you need anything? I'll pay for a massage, whatever. But like, when was the last time you asked me, how are you feeling? Oh, how are your dogs? Everyone knows I love my dogs. Like, how are your dogs? Oh, okay, so like, how does your body feel? How have you been since this and that and the third? Like, well, how are you with your family? Like, y'all, it's the little things. If you don't think to ask a person that, you really don't care about that person. And I feel like he might have loved me, but you loved me because you love the thought of me. You love the thought of me doing everything that I do for you. You love the thought of me being there for you emotionally and helping you through, like, your tough times. But you don't love me to the point of making sure that I'm taken care of just how I made sure that you were taken care of. Money isn't a factor. We have our own money. Like, we don't need yours.
I'm broke.
Me too. But but it's not like, just because if someone sends you money or gives you a gift, that doesn't mean they care for you. First off, because just as quick as they send it, they will ask for it back.
And I do not take gifts back. You know, we're going off with the whole face topic at this point.
Someone did that to me multiple times.
We're gonna talk about being manipulated and things and such, like lied to, things like that. So this is the end of part 1 of Wine and Dime, but stay tuned next week for part 2. So make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment other topics that you want to see in the videos, and make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
I think we should finish this one.